Hello minions, RetroBrain here again for another episode of Minecraft. As you can see, I've done a little bit of exploring on the overhead map since the last time we were here. There's a lot of desert out there, and apparently quite a bit of ocean. But you can see up in the northwest there, I've actually found a source of clay. I found quite a few villages in my search. I found a little bit of jungle off to the northeast there, which is nice. I'm always happy to see jungle. Jungle is actually the first biome I actually saw in the game when I first loaded it up. So I always look for jungle. I always build something there when I find it, so we'll get out there at some point. There goes Bacon Sandwich the third. He looks slightly less grouchy than the last two. Maybe he'll survive longer. I did find a desert temple. I was actually quite happy to finally find something of interest out there. And I ran up to it and pulled out my pickaxe, and just as I was about to break the wall so I could get in there, because it was partially buried in the sand, I heard a giant kaboom, because apparently a monster had spawned inside and stepped on the pressure plate and blown the whole place up. So I was kind of disappointed by that. But I found two more while I was searching, so I managed to loot those. Didn't get a lot out of them, but at least I got to go down there before they blew them up. Got some dynamite, though. That's always nice. I'm always happy to have more TNT. So I found a sea temple as well. But I haven't looked in that yet. I've only ever gotten partially through one of those, so we'll actually look at that at some point in the future. Probably not soon, though. For the time being, I would like to actually get to some construction work on the lair, because I may have overdone things here in town. There are a few too many villagers running around. It's getting noisy. They don't shut up. So, yeah, I would like to get part of the lair finished and move in there. Get an inventory system in there where I can start stashing stuff there instead of living out here on the edge of town. Oh, yes, and I have a ender chest there now, just for a little extra storage. Anyway, I think today we're going to work on a forge area of some kind, so I'm going to gather some resources, and then I will meet you over there. I will see you in a sec. Oh, look at that. Some of our trees have grown. I picked up some saplings when I was out searching around the map there, and just wanted to have a bit of variety when it came to wood types for when I was building. So I guess as long as we keep getting saplings back when we chop these down, we shouldn't have to go searching anymore. That'll be nice. Okay, just looking through these caves here, not sure there's going to be anything down here, but I do keep hoping to find a creeper spawner at some point, because it'd be nice to have a source of gunpowder, and, uh-oh, what's this? Ooh, that's a ways down. That looks kind of dangerous. I'll keep my distance from that. Yeah, there's probably nothing here, but, you know, it never hurts to keep looking. One of these days I will find myself a creeper spawner. There's not a whole lot of dungeons around. Oh, I guess that was it for that. Okay. I don't remember if anything has changed in here since last time we were here, but I think it's probably all pretty much the same at this point. Yeah, no major changes anyway. We are going to carve a hole straight through here. This is where the forge is going to go. And I have a fair amount of dynamite, so we're just going to start blasting till we hit the chasm. Hopefully, there'll be enough room between here and wherever the chasm is to build a decent-sized room here. I'm not exactly sure how much room there'll be. I haven't actually measured this out yet, but we'll just blast through here. It shouldn't be more than a couple more explosions, I wouldn't think. We may have to do something different. We'll see. And boom. There is the chasm. I would have liked a little more room, but let's see. Yeah, it's not deep enough either. We'll have to deepen that chasm, but that'll wait till later. For now, let's just widen this out a bit, do some more blasting. Okay, I think I'm going to lower this floor a little bit, because I think I want this room to be a little bit further down than the main entryway there. I think I'm going to have this kind of half a level down, and then I'll have the inventory another half level below that, right under the main hall there. So just be kind of a couple of half stairways connecting the two. That should work, maybe, possibly. We'll see. And let's be honest, it just gives me an excuse to use a little more TNT. That's never a bad thing. Okay, so right here is probably where I'm going to punch through a staircase to the inventory room. But for now, I think I'm probably just going to stick a wall here just to kind of get a better feel for the way the room's going to look. I'll tear part of it back down again later, once we get everything else looking the way we want it. Okay, so here is the room we've ended up with. I don't think it's really big enough. I have a few ideas of things I might want to do with this forge, but we're going to need more room than this, so I will probably just end up extending it out to the right here and go that way. And hopefully we'll be able to do something interesting with that. Yeah, I'm definitely going to take some of that TNT I've got stockpiled and deepen this chasm quite a bit. It needs to look a little bigger and more imposing than it does now. Okay, I think it's time to close this area off, make a big giant window out of it. Just something rough for now, and then we'll come back and detail it a little bit better later on. Okay, well, it's a window. We'll come back and do something more with that later on, but for now, at least it keeps the monsters out. That's the important thing. Alright, time to carve this wall out, which of course means more TNT. What a shame. We're just going to have to blow more things up. And we got a bit of a gap here from the look of things. Better go down and check this. Oh, there's light down there. Must be something. Give me a sec here. Make a little step. And, yep, there's light coming up. And that's a ways down. And there's a torch. So obviously we've been through whatever dungeon is down there, or whatever caves are down there. So I guess we'll just seal this up, not worry about it. I know I said I was going to seal this off, but it's giving me kind of an idea, so I may just keep it in here and modify it a little bit. Okay, we need to get ourselves some more lava. You can never have too much lava on a building project like this, so it always helps to have plenty of spare buckets around to grab it with. You know, if I was clever, I would probably be going into the nether to grab my lava. There's a pretty much infinite supply there instead of, you know, running down here to grab it all the time. But, oh well, there's still plenty of down here, so I'll just keep grabbing it until it runs out. And right here is where we're going to set up a few automatic smelters just to make our lives a little easier. So the there'll be chests on top, which will feed down into hoppers, which will feed our resources into the smelter, which will feed down into these hoppers here and down into the chests at the bottom. We'll stick a few hoppers on the back just to store fuel, like lava buckets or coal, depending on the situation, and that should make our life a little bit easier when it comes to smelting resources. Okay, and just putting a few finishing touches in here. I'm going to put a couple of armor stands here by the anvils, just to, make it look a little nicer. Put a little more style in there. So, got some bits of gold armor here. I've been looting off various zombies and skeletons and whatnot. And one of my old sets of iron armor here, we'll throw that on there. Why not? It's not serving any other purpose at the moment. And there we go. So let's get a better look here. I'm not sure it's exactly the way I want it. It might need a few more details. There's some rearranging there, and the windows might still need some work. But it's not a bad setup, so we'll see how it goes. And right there is, again, where I'm going to punch through a staircase to the inventory. So... yeah, I thought I heard something. Hey, you. What are you doing over there? Oh, he does see me. Tough. What are you going to do about it? Yeah, that's what I figured. Alright. Okay, one last thing before we wrap up here. Just going to build ourselves a golem to help protect the villagers here. Because I do notice the occasional zombie spawning in out of nowhere. And there we go. Looks kind of cool. Anyway, hopefully that'll keep the villagers alive a little longer. They do seem to keep finding ways to get themselves killed. It's kind of annoying. Anyway, so that's about it for this week's episode. The forge is functional. I'm not sure it's in a final state yet. I think it still needs a bit of tweaking, but we'll get to that at some point. And I'm not sure what we'll be doing next time, but see you then.